Hey.
Is technology working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. Nailed
Yes.
it. We did it.
Yes. The technology gods were looking down.
Man, it's always like you send up something, you're like, please let everything work today.
Exactly. Believe me, there are many times it has not worked and there have been silent tears.
Yeah, I feel that. That's like me on any call I ever do.
Well, the problem is now you've got Zoom everywhere now, so you have to kind of be like on it.
I know, you're like, I have to wear real shirts and stuff now. Like, that's rough.
It's okay. Professional on the top and casual on the bottom. That's how it
Okay,
works,
that
right?
shirt though that you're wearing, like, I need to own one. That's incredible. Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was quite appropriate. I was like, I think it's to work today.
That's awesome.
That was like a present a few years ago. I was like, yes.
That's the best present. I love when it's like, I wouldn't buy this for myself, but I will absolutely wear it every chance I get now. Thank you.
Exactly. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. And thanks for like people showing up. I'm shocked. So that's good.
They're just going to watch us talk BS for the next 30 minutes.
Love
it's so
it.
good.
Perfect. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Awesome.
good. And I'm happy it's the weekend.
Oh my gosh, same. Although it's like I still have time left in Saturday, I'm still like I have so many things I want to do and I never end up doing any of them because I'm just like, I'll just lie around instead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like just sit here and watch some YouTube and just sit here and watch some Netflix. We'll get to that later. We'll get to the other stuff later.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, oh, it's Monday. Okay.
Oh, crap. Look, we got a few people here. We've got Heather and Inga have been keeping me company while I've been talking.
Thank you, Heather and Inga.
Keeping me company. So good. So good. So what have you been up to then? I hear your new is it Slow Pitch? I unfortunately haven't been able to watch it. Apparently I can watch it in the UK now, I've been told. But do you want to let us know what it's about?
Yeah, so Slow Pitch is it's like if The Office was instead set in a queer slow pitch league where nobody is good at sports and it's just hectic. It's awesome. I was part of season 1 in a really small way. And in season 2, I can't spoil things, but I'm a bit more involved. And I play Beck, who's I'll say a confident idiot, which is really fun. They think they're really smart, but they're definitely not. So it's really fun to play. Also, I've never played a sport for real in my life, so playing fake slow pitch is something.
I mean, I'd be brilliant at that. I'd be like, I have to be bad at sport. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Just throw something at me or hit me in the face. Comedic done.
They were like, we have to have you hit a ball. Like, you have to hit one. And I was like, okay. And then we tried like 3 times. And then they were like, we're just going to skip this shot. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
It's like when we had to do sports at school, I used to do like basketballs, footballs, anything. They'd always hit me in the face. Guaranteed. I know, it's like, how?
It's like magnetic. It's like, why?
Exactly.
We're one and the same. Yeah, I'm the same with sports.
Obviously see that.
Yeah.
So ironic that you managed to do something where somebody has to pitch a ball at you. That's kind of scary.
I was like, I don't know why you cast me here as like one of the good players, but you made a mistake. So
they should get you a stunt double. So they just film from the back when you have to hit something.
I'm gonna pitch that. If there's a season 3, I'll be like, please find something that looks like me from here. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's how it works. That's good. No, apparently they messaged me and said, oh, you can watch it in the UK now. So I had to try and find a way to watch it. So that'll be cool.
Awesome. I mean,
because I'm terrible at sport and I don't understand it, but I'm sure it'll be funny anyway.
It's like 20% sports, but it takes place on a baseball pitch. So it's one of a kind. And season 2 comes out soon, so you could like binge it all at once. So
perfect.
My gym teacher made me pitch and was yeah. Every time a teacher was like, hey, can you do a sport thing? I was like, no, I'm just here because they made me take this course.
Mandatory running around field sounds like the best stuff ever.
Absolutely.
Exactly. We had rounders. I think that's probably the closest thing we've got to like.
Oh yeah.
Like, I guess like the slow pitch stuff, like around us. Yeah, bad.
I don't think I'd ever heard of slow pitch until I was cast in slow pitch. So,
is it basically just like that? Like you throw it and then you go from one thing to another?
Yeah, and like
kind
you
of.
throw it underhand, like the pitch
Oh,
and slow
okay.
pitch is like that, which is I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah. I saw like snippets of actual play on set, but we never really played. So
You should have just done it for fun and see how terrible everybody is.
honestly,
Or really good, maybe.
we filmed this season in like 45-degree weather with the humidity, like Celsius with the humidity, and my character wears like their socks or their pants tucked into their socks and then their shirt tucked into their pants. So from here down, no air was getting in.
Oh my God.
It was great.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. There'll be no running going on there then.
No. I was like, please don't make me move.
Everyone just walking around with bright red faces on. Like, breathe.
Honestly, between takes, people would like remove parts of their uniform, and we're like, "Oh my God, it's so hot!" And I'd just be like standing in a corner with Knox, just like both of us, like they're in like a full tracksuit, and and we're both like standing in the one spot of shade, being like, "Please, make it stop."
Spray water on us or something. Get water gunfire. Oh yeah. Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, I should have to find a way of watching that. It sounds fun anyway.
Yeah, hopefully you can find it.
Hopefully. I have watched Carmilla though, so that's exciting. I was very happy you came and I was like, oh, I've got someone from Carmilla and I'm like so happy. I was like, that's good though, because
it's like 9 years ago that came out.
I know. I feel like that was the start of something though. That was like the start of a movement. I feel like everything kind of went uphill from there. And
yeah, it was like queer representation just kind of like skyrocketed after that. Like, I don't know. It was just like a good point in time. And like 9 years, I'm like, what?
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
How long ago was the film? That was like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe?
Was that 2017?
The time's flown. The last 3 years have kind of plateaued.
5 years ago, I think.
Oh my God.
Now, which is like, wow. How? But also, okay.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm like, it would be nice to like do a little something for like 10 years, like the 10-year thing. That would be fun. So I have no say in anything, but like,
even if you do like Zoom calls with all the characters or something.
Oh, that would be wicked. Well, like hopefully by next year, like we can do stuff in person safely. Fingers crossed, but like
fingers
never
crossed.
know. Oh yeah, the movie is a fun watch. It's a good one.
Oh yeah.
We shot that in 10 days.
Romantic, but like funny and spooky all at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, it's like spoopy fun, but also schmantic. It's great.
So you had this as reunion episode on Zoom started. Done. Pitched.
I mean, pitched, done. I will send this link to Shaftesbury Smoke Bomb and be like, there's your idea.
That's it.
Yeah,
they're all in different places in the world, so they can just Zoom each other and no one would know any different.
I like that. They're like, now we can't do it because you said it out loud.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
We don't want any money for this. It's fine. Heather says she gets credit.
You know what? I can't give you credit, but I give you credit in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So where do you think Laugh would be at the moment then? Like, obviously, like 5 years down the line.
You know, like a sub-basement lab where like you have to do like a key to get in, and like they've started like creating ghosts somehow. Like I don't know why, but I just feel like they've figured out how to make ghosts from scratch, and they just have a bunch of ghost friends that just like chill with them. That's genuinely what I think Laugh would be doing right now. Yeah,
no, that's fair enough. I can see it being something crazy like that because they're super intelligent and they would figure it out.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like Perry's probably, I don't know. They're probably married. I still believe that in my head. I'm like, yeah, they're married. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think enough people believe that would be the case, so that's fine.
There you go.
Okay, so we have got a question from Twitter.
Cool.
So we have a question, so I will throw it at you from Anthrofiend. Written it down. I'm trying to be organized. Right.
Love it.
Is there a type of character that you've never played as an actor that you'd love to play in the future?
Ooh, that's good. Like I've always wanted to be on like a medical show, like not as like a doctor, but as like one of the patients or like one of the people that comes in and has like something happen and then like they're gone after the episode. I just want to do that. Slow pitch injury. Okay, Heather, they have the right idea. I like that.
They should pitch all these ideas, like seriously.
Yeah, this is good for sure. Yeah, no, I would love to do that because it would be fun to just kind of take on like a random character for an episode of something and like go out. I've always said I wanted to be a dead body on Law and Order, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So,
I mean, at least that way you wouldn't need to learn all the slang or like the massively long medical words.
Don't talk to me about medical words. Yeah. It's they're hard and you can pronounce everything wrong very easily.
Yeah, I suppose you have to like write everything out and how you would say it rather than actually try and read it.
There's like a few times you'll get on set when you have like huge medical words and like you've been practicing it one way and you say it the first time in the scene and somebody goes, "That's not how it's said," and then you go, "Oh no, I've memorized it like this. Okay, give me a second."
To unmemorize it, which is like the issue. Jeez.
Absolutely.
That is not good. Okay, I have a bit of a question from myself.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't mind answering it, but
yeah.
Obviously I'm just starting learning really about like non-binary and things like that because it's not really anything I've grown up with at all, obviously.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, right, explain to me what it is. And I was like, well, I'm only still learning what it is. And I sort of like gave a really basic idea. But in your words, as someone who is non-binary, how would you explain what it is?
Well, I guess it's complicated because like it kind of can mean something different to any non-binary person. So it's kind of like a personal definition. Some people might not feel the same way I do about being non-binary. And so I always kind of like to clarify that uphand. But I think like being non-binary is just like I never felt like a girl and I never felt like a guy. And every time I would try and like put myself in one of those boxes, it just really didn't fit me. So non-binary is just kind of like that in between, not even a middle ground. It's just like you don't feel connected to the gender roles that like are present in society. And so like I just don't feel like I fit into any prescribed box. And so non-binary works for me because I can be myself first. And I think that that's a huge part of being non-binary for me is like, I'm K first. I'm not like defined by my gender necessarily, but yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's like what it is to me.
It's like you're just being a person.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like a guy or a guy, it's just a person.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to explain it. Yeah. That's kind of how I explained it. I'm still I still get it wrong sometimes when I go, he or she, and then I'm like, oh no, but then at the same time I'm not doing it because it's one of those things you got to learn, isn't it? It's like it as I say, like when I'm 33, so when I was growing up it was like
it was not a thing.
Nothing. So
when I was coming out it was like
about it. So
no, it's like I think if the effort's there, that's all that matters. If like you're trying to like make somebody feel validated and make sure that you're speaking about them properly, then that matters. I think we all mess up. I misgender myself sometimes. I'll be like, why did I just say that? Like that's hello? Like I've been out non-binary for 9 years and sometimes I'll still be like, oh, like refer to myself casually and just be like, I just used female. What the heck? Like wake up. So it's like it's definitely a learning process, especially because like if you didn't grow up with it, it's hard.
Yeah, that's good. I just wanted to like obviously because I did like a non-bi, it was like a pronoun day a few months ago, and I was saying about like it's okay if you get it wrong sometimes as long as you correct yourself, say whatever, it's fine. Because I know some people get hate on the internet for doing things, and I think it's a fine line between you're being an asshole or you forgot. So,
and it's also like dependent on the person, right? So like some non-binary people feel very strongly that like it's kind of like rude at all to kind of like mess up, but to me, like, I mess up sometimes. I think if the effort's there and the attention is right, you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of what I think as well. I mean, just the same with like the fact that like I'm gay, so I don't expect people to look at me from who I don't know and assume anything.
like,
no, you don't really know.
I feel like we should just assume nothing
massive
about
sign
people
across our foreheads of like exactly what everything is.
It's a little thing that drops down from your forehead, and like when you meet somebody, it's just like, this is who I am, and then it just retracts.
Do you know, for dating purposes, that would be amazing. Can we please do that? Massive gay sign across the front.
I love it.
We need to sort of like, it needs to be one of those things that when we evolve, things that would be useful, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we need somebody, see, Heather's put, we just need natural gaydar. I was like,
oh, yes. They're right. Like, oh, if there was technology out there, you could just put it on your phone and you're just like, hey, nice to meet you. Nice.
Yeah, bing, 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 great. Alert, done.
That does mean being chipped, but like,
well, not if you have your phone, not if you have it on your phone.
True. Like, it's like contact tracing, but for gayness.
Exactly. Another thing, we need to write these things down. Like, we're on a roll with ideas here.
There's patents here. We could make money. We gotta do it.
We need to get the laugh going on here, and then they can work it out somehow.
Absolutely. Flip phone. Heather, no. Your mom has a flip phone?
Oh my god, I remember having them when I was like 15 or something.
Yeah, my game has been broke for years. I'll take the chip.
Preach.
Agreed.
Preach. I think we're old people. Okay, fine. That's okay. You're only as old as you feel.
I remember like having a phone and being like, you accidentally clicked the internet button, and then you were like, oh no, it's gonna charge me so much money, and you were like, no, don't load.
I remember the big bricks with the snake, and that was the most fascinating thing ever.
Or you had
massive
bricks?
Yeah, like the massive things with like a snake with snakes. Yes.
Oh
Nokia,
yeah,
that's it.
You ever think that Nokia went out of business because like their phones were indestructible, so they couldn't sell any?
Possibly. Well, look at Apple. I mean, they get so many repairs. I'm sure they can keep them in business.
Did not have Morris phone.
The classics.
That's great.
Okay, I've got a few get to know you questions.
Cool.
So let's go through these and see what we come up with. Right. So, who is your hero?
My mom. That's so cheesy, but she is my hero. She's like living proof that like you can change, you can grow, you can adapt, you can learn, and it doesn't have to be a struggle. And that makes me think that she's my hero, because I think a lot of people really want to be stagnant and really don't want to learn and grow, especially when you're older. But like, she continues to learn and grow every day, and I just think that's awesome.
That's fair. Mine's my mum too, so that's fine.
Nice.
What is your biggest fear?
Oh, my biggest fear. I have a lot, so I'm just like processing all of them.
Let's have a therapy session, right?
Yeah. I'm afraid of heights. I'm okay. You're gonna be like, this doesn't track. I'm afraid of like public speaking. Like, no, I understand in a public setting. I'm like, oh, like that's my biggest fear. Like, just sounding as uncoordinated in my head as I feel. Yeah,
I get that. Ironically, I will do this, but it doesn't feel like it's actually happening. But like, I want to stand on a stage. I would in front of like. I mean, I want to try. It's on my bucket list.
Nice.
It's on my bucket list. Like,
I mean, you do get adrenaline. Yeah, you get adrenaline, and then you're like, I'm fine. But then you're like,
afterwards, you're like, fall onto the stage.
You're like, can you see the sweat marks?
Yeah. Okay, what is your proudest accomplishment?
Oh, good questions. Dang.
I've got the get to know you questions. Yeah.
I think like I was the first non-binary person to play a non-binary character in all of Canadian media. I'm really proud of that. I think like that's super cool and I'm super lucky. So yeah, that's my proudest accomplishment. It's like a weird accomplishment because like I just happened into a role, but like I'm really proud that I could be like part of that kind of shift.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't even think there's really that many non-binary characters in general, really, or like they always seem to brush over things sometimes and they don't even really say if they are or not. I think it's quite good that it actually was like properly spoken about.
Yeah, and I mean if I didn't have this character, I wouldn't know I was non-binary. So it was like the character taught me about who I was and I learned a lot from it. So it was like the opportunity kind of came and it happened to be the right time. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we got a question from Heather here. Cats
Yes.
or dogs or anything else?
Oh, well, okay, so I own 2 cats, so you'd think that I'd say cats. But I'm like equal dog and cat person. Like big dogs, like
Big
buffers.
dogs.
Those are my favorite. And then like black cats. That's like I love black cats because they don't get adopted often. They're like very related to superstition, and I don't get it. Like black cats are awesome. They're goofy. They have huge personalities. So yeah, like big dogs and black cats.
Yeah, that tracks as well. Yeah, I like big dogs. I'm not so big a fan of very, very small dogs.
No, I
From
like
a cocker spaniel upwards is kind of
yeah, exactly. And then the exception is like a wiener dog, just because I've always been like a wiener dog named Schnitzel.
Oh, perfect.
That's I want nothing more.
That next level. Next level. Yeah. I like it. See, Heather also agrees. Black cat.
Yes. They got good taste.
We had a black cat and we called her Cinders and she was quite feisty.
That's awesome.
She'd beat up the other ones.
I love that. So. We love a fighter.
Exactly. Question here from Inga. Ever took anything from any set?
You've been
robbing anybody?
Oh. Yeah, so I have Laugh's season 1 boots. I have a jean vest that they wore. I think that's all I stole from Carmilla. I have my jersey from Slow Pitch season 1. But yeah, it's always like clothing items. I don't know why, because you just feel like the props table, if you don't return something, the prop master is gonna be like, where is that thing? I really wanted the season 3 Laugh like injector thing that happened, but that got taken away from me very quickly. So
you see, I feel like props they can probably reuse, but clothes quite often I feel like you can't really reuse them again, so you might as well just have them.
And like sometimes they'll be like, here's your wardrobe, do you want to buy anything? And you're like, maybe. What if I take something?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're going to sell it off for like a $5, I might have it, but anything more than that.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have money. I don't know what you've heard, but I can't afford this.
Exactly. I'm an actor. I can't afford this. What is this?
Yeah, actors in my category do not have money.
No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. What makes you laugh the most?
Oh, this is a bad answer. When people fall over, like I know it's not good to say, but like
you can laugh at yourself doing it as well, though, so it's fine.
I fall over constantly, so I feel like it's okay for me to laugh.
Yeah. Same. I've done some skydives at work before. It's all good. Like
I've fallen backwards off of buses, streetcars. Like I've done everything you can imagine. I'm very klutzy, so I feel like we're entitled, right? Yeah.
Yeah, at some point, yeah. As long as I don't fall over in front of like hundreds of people on a stage, then I'm fine.
There you go.
Then I won't laugh, then I'll cry.
New fear unlocked. Thank you.
Perfect. It's all right. If I do any panels this year, just, be warned. Be warned.
That's awesome.
What did you want to be when you were small?
So I don't know. You know Kate Drummond from Winona Earp?
I do
So,
yes, I love
so
her.
she was my 4th grade teacher, which is fun. And when I was in her class, I was I called myself Dr. Kate because I wanted to be a doctor when I grew
Oh.
up. And I even have a 4th grade yearbook where she wrote a message to Dr. Kate and like how good I would be. So yeah, I guess I wanted to be a doctor, and now I just play people who want to be doctors. So that's fun.
I mean, there's progression there at least.
Yeah, exactly.
So bizarre that you were taught by Kate Drummond out like
I,
now after like I know her from Winona and stuff. It's
honestly,
bizarre how things come around, isn't it?
she messaged me on Twitter, and I was like, that can't be Miss Drummond, like from 4th grade. And then I like looked, and I was like, she's an actor now? Like, what? That's awesome. Are you kidding me? Like, she was
Yeah.
my favorite teacher growing up. Like, if you asked me who made the most impact on me, it was Kate Drummond. Like, she changed, she made me more confident in myself. We did this thing where we did like a little video of like, we did rants, and it was called Speaker's Corner, and I did like a rant about candy. So I have this like old VHS tape of me ranting about candy, directed by Kate Drummond. It's a great memory. No, she was awesome.
Her first directing credit's just on there then, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Perfect.
think she would want to claim that it's her first directing credit, but it's there.
Inga's put, I almost ran against our new glass door. My dad closed it for first that morning. Oops.
I ran into more screens than I want to admit.
Yeah. Glass screens. It's not good. Or like mirrors and just, yeah, it's not good.
Or like, you know, when there's like entrances that are just like walls of windows and then glass doors, and I've accidentally walked into the window part instead of the door.
You're like, did anyone see that?
I'm like, oh yeah, great, awesome. No, just the line of people that are facing great, awesome.
I think we've established we're both really clumsy after this.
Yeah.
I think we've established this. Okay, let's have a look. Have you ever had a nickname? If so, what was it?
Yeah, it was Kay.
Oh, there you go.
So when I used to go by Caitlin, I grew up being called Kay by my sister. Kay Bear was also one of them. So Kay Bear. My parents called me Munch because I ate a lot. So that's fun. Yeah, those are my nicknames.
Well, at least you're used to being called one. That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. If money was no object, what would you do for one day?
Oh, if money was no object, what would I do for one day? I think I'd like travel like as much as I could, but specifically to like queer community centers around the world. And if money's no object, I'd donate as much as I could to kind of just make sure there's as much access to that stuff as possible. That sounded very like Miss America of an answer, but that's truly what I do.
No, that's fair. Donate loads of money. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That'd be good. Why not?
You can't take it with you. Why not?
Well, exactly. If you've only got it for a day, throw it out.
Oh, yeah. Just take it. Make the world queerer.
Exactly. But we've never had one, but we rebuilt our kitchen, and I said from the beginning that I'd run against it one day. There you go. So you predicted your future. You knew it was going to happen.
That's So Raven of you.
Classic program.
Oh,
classic. Yeah. What is your favorite food?
So there's this German dish. It's called Rouladen. And I grew up.
I'm half German. I've got you.
You know, okay. We eat it around Christmas. It's like the most delicious thing, and like my mom makes the best Rouladen I know. And it's just like basically how she makes it. It's like it's very meat. It's bacon wrapped in beef with like a variety of other things in it, and then slow cooked for like 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I love it. Like, I don't know why. It's just like my favorite dish, and I get it once a year, and I'm always like.
Well, that's nice though if you don't get it that often, because then it makes it even more
exactly
like, special.
It's special then. Yeah. How about you? What's your favorite? I'm curious. What's your favorite food?
I don't know. I'm very much like, I like things like bangers and I'm going really English, bangers and mash.
Ooh.
And
Yes.
like lasagna, cottage pie, sort of like the homey foods.
Oh, I'm hungry
I had a
now.
pizza for dinner. That was nice.
Oh my gosh. And now I want pizza. I want every single thing you just said to me.
There you go. I'm very much like pub food, homey cooked stuff.
Whenever I go to the UK, I'm just in the pubs. I'm like, just give me some like good pub food because we don't really have that here.
No, I've only been to Canada once, and I think I went to Tim Hortons more than I care to admit. To be fair, that's about the very
Timmy's
most Canadian
is an institution.
Thing ever.
Oh yeah, it's like if you don't go to Tim Hortons when you're here, we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, are you even in Canada if you don't go to Tim Hortons?
Don't they have them now? Like a few locations in the UK. I know there was
they
like
have them in Ireland.
There was some in Glasgow. When I went, there was like 2 Tim Hortons in Glasgow, and I was like,
Ooh.
And then it tasted nothing like Tim Hortons.
That's always the way, though, isn't it? Wherever you go, it's like Starbucks doesn't taste the same Starbucks in one place as another.
It's like we have Nando's here now. Doesn't taste anything like proper Nando's. You're like, this isn't it.
It makes no sense, does it? You would think they literally go, we're going to take those ingredients and then just take them over there and cook them. Unless it's because the water tastes different and they use water.
Maybe.
Because I noticed that like water tastes different in it. Because I have to have cups of tea. That's how I work. So everywhere I go, I take my own tea bags, but they never taste the same wherever I go.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. It's probably the water. It's something in the water.
There you go. That's it. Oh, someone's Nando's. Too bad I can't handle spice anymore. So you just get the non-spicy stuff.
I get the max spicy stuff.
Do you like die afterwards?
No, I love it.
Do you have any taste buds left afterwards?
Yeah, it's tasty, and everybody's always like, "Don't get that," and then I get it, and I'm fine. But I also eat like like hot ones. Yeah, I have the hot ones spice lineup, and like I got to number like 8, and I was like, "Oh, this is tasty."
Oh my God,
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Someone should find you like the hottest thing on the planet. Isn't there like a really hot pepper or something? And then
I ate a habanero pepper whole once.
Wow.
And that was pretty hot because it was like all the seeds. That was pretty hot.
Oh, that just feels painful just thinking about it. A ghost pepper. There you go. That's it.
Ghost. Oh, we ate. Actually, me and like a friend. They sell like at a burrito place. They sell like dried ghost pepper. I've eaten dried ghost pepper. It's pretty delish.
Wow. You've got a good tolerance for that then. I'm like one bit of spice and I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's I don't recommend it because once you start eating that much spice, you really can't go back.
No, probably not. Probably just doesn't taste of anything afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, anyone knows what to get you for your birthday, Christmas, just buy like hot sauce. Just
exactly.
Hot stuff.
Oh yeah. But then I'll be like at a restaurant and I'll try something that's like really spicy and then it will actually be spicy. And that's the time I'm like, I shouldn't have done this. Do it at home. Like you can. Yeah.
Just start crying in the middle of the restaurant.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not crying. My entire body is just crying sweat. It's fine.
Yeah. I got the twitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your favorite movie?
Oh,
or a couple of your favorite movies if you can't pick one.
This is like a really vague reference, and it's like a movie that came out in 2003, and it's called Timer. And I just like it because of this. The concept is like at, I think, 18, everybody gets a timer embedded in their wrist, and it counts down to the moment you meet your soulmate. And so like sometimes your timer could be like 2 minutes from the time it's implanted, you're going to meet your soulmate, and it goes off when both of your timers go off when you meet each other. But some people get their timer and it says 0. And that's because their soulmate maybe isn't born or maybe kind of already left or something like that. And some people have soulmates who don't choose to put in timers. And it's just like this really interesting concept of like, can fate be determined by a device or is it kind of like outside of that?
Yeah, I've seen something similar. Like I've heard stories about people have written like fanfics and stuff with that sort of thing. It's kind of interesting concept, isn't it?
That's really interesting. So it's like a really vague, like not even a great quality movie, but I love it. Like that concept made me really think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's put dumped milk on your head.
True.
Next birthday present, some hot sauce milk and peppers. There you go.
Love it.
That works. Okay, so my last question I've got written down is, do you collect anything? Or would you like to collect anything?
Yeah, do I collect things? Like dad shirts accidentally? Like like borderline offensive, like offensive in the way that like nobody should wear this because it looks awful. Like it hurts your eyes to look at. I collect shirts like that. And I don't think I meant to start doing that, but I have.
But do you wear them, or are they just sort of hidden in the
Oh, I
closet?
wear them, unfortunately, for everyone around me.
But as long as you're being yourself, that's the main thing. I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, who needs to be color coordinated, really? I mean, you know, whatever.
Yeah, color coordination out the window. Who cares?
Exactly. I mean, you should be all right now with the pandemic, because most of the time people spend most of the time at home. So
only having to dress the top half of you is like the best thing that ever came out of the pandemic for me. Like
100%.
Most of the time, just here and pajamas. It's great.
Yeah, I pretty much the only clothes I wear are work clothes when I have to go to work, and whatever else I want to wear when I'm at home. That is it. There's nothing else. It's just like sweatpants or work clothes.
I just realized how uncomfortable clothes are. Like, you know what I mean? Like the pandemic, I've been like, oh, clothing is itchy and is uncomfortable most of the time, except for pajamas.
Exactly. Comfy clothes for the win.
Yeah.
Exactly. Has anyone else got any more questions? What have we got on here?
Thanks for showing up, everyone and anyone. I was like surprised that there's people here, so that's cool.
Well, at least we don't need to just talk utter nonsense. We can talk utter nonsense to each other anyway. It's all good. I've got to subtitle this afterwards, though. You know, so that's gonna be fun. Oh no, it's fine. I will spend tomorrow like this.
That's good. Oh
no. I'm trying to be good because I got friends who are hard of hearing and stuff, so I like to be able. Awesome. And one's actually a big Carmilla fan. Yeah. So actually, I want to do it for him. I'm subtitling everything, all the interviews. So
that's awesome. No, I always like when I put out YouTube stuff too. I try and make sure subtitles are available as soon as it's out because it sucks and it shouldn't be unequal access to this type of thing.
I mean, auto subtitling is pretty bad as well. So you put it, and then I have to go back and change. Why can they not? Capitalize eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Just capitalize it. All I want in life.
Why can they not construct sentences? Just a period here or there would be great. Like, you know?
Yeah, thank you. Isn't it just? Oh, yes.
You're like, this is brutal.
Stop and a capital I is what I want in life.
It's like, that's it.
Difficult.
It's, please.
That is literally it.
It's 100%.
Heather said, I wore joggers to work and wondered if I wore pants. Yeah, well, as long as you're comfortable.
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? That's exactly it. Is there anything you want to say to round it up, or are you doing anything much on YouTube or anything like that?
Yeah, so I've kind of stopped YouTube for a while, but I might be starting Twitch streaming. I play games now. That's the thing that I enjoy to do, and I'm not good at gaming, and I don't claim to be. I just do it because I find it relaxing. So I might start streaming on Twitch. I'm definitely going to start posting to YouTube again. Life got hectic there for a while, but I actually have time again. So yeah, even if games don't interest you, maybe you could stop by and see it. It's cool if not. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for like inviting me to this. Like, I think it's really cool, and I watched the other interviews, and I'm honored to be a guest. So like, thank you so much. Seriously.
No, that's not a problem. I'm so happy you decided to come on. I was like, oh, it was a sign, because I was thinking, oh, no one's replied, and then your email, as I was just thinking, I've given up. Your email came through, and I was like, it's a sign. It's a sign. Don't give up.
No, never give up. It's not worth it.
So there we go. So we it was good for both of us. It was
for sure.
Enough. Yeah, I thought there's not enough queer content. There's never enough.
Oh,
So
no.
we're just going to try and get as many different people on this as possible.
Heck yeah.
As much as I can actually make people try and come on anyway.
You can try your best, and like sometimes they will read the email 3 months later, and I'm really sorry about that.
That's okay. It came at a good time. It came at a good time.
Awesome. Cool.
That's good. Okay, excellent. Well, we'll keep an eye out for your new slow pitch season. Fingers crossed we can watch it, and keep an eye out for you on Twitch and YouTube.
Perfect.
So, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. I think I know how to close videos, so I'm gonna try that now.
I can close it if you like.
Oh, thank you, because I'm not
Just
good at this.
Don't worry about touching anything. I will do it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's Qinterviews, please subscribe and leave a like and comment down below. Hopefully we see you next time. Bye.